Today we're finally going to play some NFL Street. I've been talking about this for a few months, but today I'm here. I've built a custom team with 7 players, and we're going to get into the NFL Challenge mode in this game. Now, if you're not familiar with NFL Street, this is a game from 2004. They don't make street games anymore. They haven't for a long time, but this is a classic series with over-the-top football action, and it was just a really good, fun game. And there happens to be a pretty deep mode in here that I never beat. I remember playing a long time ago and getting stuck probably very early, didn't know what I was doing. But now, I'm hoping that we can conquer this NFL Challenge mode. There is a lot to do in here, and your goal is to go through every division in the NFL and to basically conquer all these teams. And along the way, you have a team that I have customized here, and I'll go through all the players and everything, but you're able to add players to your team. You gain basically XP to upgrade those players because they don't start out really all that great. And you're also able to earn cosmetics. You don't have to pay for them. Imagine that. You actually unlock it playing the game the way it's supposed to be. You can also unlock plays for your playbook or even steal players from other teams. And I already know I need to do some of that because you only get 7 players, and I tried to go with every position group, and I missed one. Offensive line. I have 7 players from across a variety of series on both of my channels, and they're all here because I thought they'd be great fits for NFL Street. I did not create an offensive lineman, so I think when it comes time, I'm trying to steal an offensive lineman from somebody else's team. Here in Street, it is a 7-on-7 over-the-top action-packed game where players play both sides of the football. So you're going to see Demario Waddle from my Atlanta Falcons NFL head coach series, which was originally a Dolphins series. That didn't work out. He was the ultimate player to bring into Street because he was actually a two-way player. That was his draft story in head coach. And here I want him to be a receiver and corner. Now, he's listed as a DB. I'm not sure, I haven't played this game much. I did a video a few months ago, but I'm not sure, if they really care about cornerback versus safety or whatever. But I had to have Demario Waddle here. Now, I got 8,000 or whatever development points in the very beginning, so I customized all these attributes myself, and Waddle is basically our best player. He is the fastest, has good cover skills, can catch the football. I imagine he's going to be our best playmaker right away. Now, I did talk about this roster a little bit in some videos recently. I did make some changes as I was creating, and there were some players that I thought were just a better fit for Street, and then there were just too many defensive backs I wanted in, so Kelly Jean-Charles didn't make the cut. But the quarterback here with this NFL Street team is going to be Matt Reddick. He's from my Kalispell dynasty, and now originally I wanted William Linsley, the ultimate backup quarterback, to be our starter. But I think here in Street, having a dual threat quarterback makes the most sense. And I think I could have Reddick play linebacker, which I think he'd be a good fit for because he's 6'5", 230. And he does have some speed and run power ability. I really went balanced with a lot of his ratings because I think he'll be playing key roles on both sides of the football. And I didn't keep too many of these ratings at 0 for anybody because at the low level here, it's really easy to upgrade some of their attributes. Like blocking here for Colt Sully is going to be a 0. Know what? It's a 1. All right, it's a 1 now. We have 4 points left over. But to upgrade his catching at this point costs 75. And by the time you get to the end of the bar, I mean, you're paying 500 or something to max it out. So it'll take a while and a lot of points. Colt Sully is here. He was from the Kalispell Dynasty, was in my Broncos franchise as well. Thought he'd be a fun player here to have with his speed and catching ability. And he'll probably play some secondary as well. There is Matthew McNair, and he's one player I just didn't get to play enough with. So when I do interesting stuff like this, I want to bring in some of those players. Matthew McNair, I only played with him for a year in the Kalispell franchise, or the Dynasty, and then he was definitely a big part of the Kalispell movie I did last year. But he's just a really fun running back, great agility, great speed, although I have to work on his speed here in Street. I'm not sure how fast he's really going to be, but he's one of our faster players. There's also Hudson Lumen, who's from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers rebuild franchise I did. He was a safety turned linebacker, but was never really in a key starting role. And because you start out here in Street and not everybody can be great, I did go for some more average players from my series. I knew I could put some points into Demario Waddle, so I had him in here. But Colt Sully was just like a solid receiver who could, for some reason, catch every difficult pass. Matt Reddick was like, if the XFL comes back, Matt Reddick would have been an XFL quarterback. He wasn't a polished passer, but he could run around. I think he's like a much worse, like an undrafted version of Dak Prescott's skill set. I think that's Matt Reddick. Maybe a little more speed and power as a runner. But Reddick, I just ran like triple option stuff with him because that's what he was good at. Matthew McNair, I just didn't get to play with him enough, and you know I want my running back to be a star. And then Hudson Lumen, like I said, kind of a career backup with us. Allen Johnson, to me, I just wanted to like throw in the most random average defensive lineman. He was from the Kalispell Dynasty. He'll be playing both sides of the line. And he was just a big defensive tackle run stopper. And hopefully he can block a little bit because I didn't really think about that much until I was done. And that brings us then to Tyrone Brightful from the San Diego Chargers franchise before they had moved. That was back in, I think, Madden 17. He was a safety that I liked a lot in a class where I had a chance to perhaps draft a 6'4" super athlete at corner. I instead took Tyrone Brightful, a decent cover safety who could not do anything in run support, and his ratings do reflect that. Spins out Brightful became a meme of that series, and we'll see if it continues here in NFL Street. This is my team of 7, and now I don't remember much about being able to like add players and how that all works, but we shall see. I did all the customizing. There's actually a lot you can do in this game with the gear, and there's more you can even unlock. So I did my best to kind of differentiate everybody. I really like some of the options in here. So we got some unique looks. Everybody has their number on the back of whatever their jersey is. So most of them are true to what they had in past series. I forget, I think I had to change maybe one player's. Demario Waddle gets 24. Tyrone Brightful does not, so I gave him 45 instead. So here in the NFL Challenge mode, you basically have two options. You have this ladder where I think you just play regular games against every team and then an all-star version of that division. Cool idea. And then there's the challenge mode, which is just the more quicker challenges. And like here, score first against the Cardinals. On your first drive, get a first down or score against San Francisco. You get like 100 points, a new custom logo. Maybe I'll change up the logo or something, or change around some gear for different players. I didn't get too creative with the team. I didn't like the logos. So I actually went for this one because while generic, it was better than the other ones. We're called the Hurricanes for now. If you have a better idea, let me know. But I think it's time for us to start to dive into here. It's kind of like a little RPG mode, upgrading your players, adding new players, and trying to conquer the entire NFL. I'd love for this to become a full series. I've been wanting to do something different and smaller and fun here on the channel, and haven't done too much experimenting in recent months. So let's play some football here, like we did back in 2004. I want to start with this easy one here. San Francisco, we just need to get a first down. Easy enough, right? Interesting. This is awesome. I didn't know you could actually customize like this. This is really convenient. I do want Demario Waddle and Colt Sully. We got Tyrone Brightful playing center. I would rather have Allen Johnson there. Hudson Lumen. I did work on his blocking a little bit, so that makes some sense. And you can even like have a different player play quarterback if you want to. We could turn Demario Waddle into a quarterback. And you might ask, like, why did you even bother like putting anything into his passing? Well, in this game, there are a lot of trick plays, including some double passes. So there are some players that I thought of there, like the receivers and running backs will have a chance to throw the ball a little bit. So I didn't want to go zero with them. Oh, you actually only get one linebacker on the field here. Matthew McNair playing nose. No, we'll play Allen Johnson there. We need Demario Waddle, not at safety. That's going to be where Tyrone Brightful plays. And then Waddle right here. That's left corner. That's what he played in the Falcons series. And he was really good up until he got matched up with Devin Hester. I went back to the last episode to check out how our run there ended, and I might return to the game, but he could not cover Devin Hester. Hudson Lumen's going to be the linebacker, which means that Matt Reddick will play on the line along with Matthew McNair. Now, when you're playing here, it's 7-on-7. You only pick 7 players. So if I were to steal a player and play them, that means that one of these players would then no longer be playing. So we'll see what we want to do here if this becomes like a full series. I'm planning on making some episodes here and seeing what you think, and hopefully we have a fun intro here. You always want a good first impression with a new series. But they're giving us the football here to start things at least, and I just realized I never got a practice game in. I was originally going to, but I think we'll be just fine here. It shouldn't be too difficult. As Matt Reddick is going to lob this downfield for Demario Waddle, and he can't make the catch. All right, take 2. We gave Waddle a chance. Now, I think I almost pulled an Orlovsky there as Matthew McNair did not catch the ball. All right, no more messing around here. We need to actually, like, get this. This time I want to go to Colt Sully. He's known for making the big catches, and he can't come down with this one. Are we going to fail on the first try here? Which way is the safety going to go? We're going to go to the other side then. Sully! No! I already failed the first try here. Let's do this again. Here are some of the trick plays. I don't know why a play action is a trick play. Interesting. I like the play design overall. Come on, what does it take here? By the way, games used to actually try to be pretty difficult. How many tries do I need to actually get a first down? Matt Reddick, underthrown. Waddle gets 9. I didn't even think about trying to run the ball. Let's see what Matthew McNair can do. He's got to get this, right? Like, these street games, like, 1 yard is, like, automatic. And that is going to get the job done. So our first challenge should be out the way. We get 100 points and a logo. And we can use those 100 points, I mean, anywhere we want. I want to just go ahead and take one of these players from another team. We have to beat them in a game to 24. Yeah, it wasn't all just like timed quarters in here. I think that might have been an option, but it was really more about reaching a certain score, which really makes things interesting because the time never matters then. But these cost like tokens. And if I do this, I'm going to be stuck until I eventually get there. And I have no idea how to earn more tokens. So I'll focus on the cheap stuff here. Let's take on Arizona now. So now the entire plan is to score first. We're up against the Arizona Cardinals, and we're going to run some option here with Matt Reddick, just like he did in Kalispell. We lost the football already. Come on. Waddle can't make the tackle. All right, do it again. Going to be a lot of that here as I get used to it and deal with this team. We're going up top. No, what are you talking about? How do you overthrow that? Double move. Not much separation there. We'll get it to Sully. Nice catch. Oh, what a block by Waddle. Pitch it. Back to Waddle. He's going to run this one all the way. That's a touchdown. The first in the career of the Hurricanes. We do it in style. That was awesome. Successfully dive for a touchdown? That's awfully specific. Of course, I knew where the lateral button was. That's like the first thing I look for in a football game here. Hit the check down. That was a smart call. And then you run the ball with McNair. He gets outside. This is looking pretty promising here. Let's pitch it back. No. I gotta say, this offense is showing some potential already. Give me Sully. I don't know why I'm drifting back so far. Sully, come on. So what, you fake to Waddle here? I'm not sure this is really a great play, but we are going to get a first down on it. McNair still feels fast enough to make some plays. I wasn't sure how my ratings would be playing out here, but so far I don't think I've screwed it up too badly. Sully on the second effort. Let's go. We get points for that and everything. Now I have to dive in for 6 here, so I can't throw it into the end zone. I really need to run the ball in here to play it safe. And there you go. I just realized, too, all of those challenges I just did are on the no skills difficulty, so that's maybe why things are going so well so quickly. So in this one, we're also on the lower skill difficulty, but we're trying to get to 14 points. And there is a clock, and that's like our time limit. We have 8 minutes to score 14 points against Arizona, or to beat them there. What was that? I thought the throw power might be a problem, but this accuracy is tough. And I haven't spent the points at all yet, because I just don't know what I want to spend them on. Maybe some throwing for Reddick, though. As we'll get McNair outside. Oh, nice spin. Yeah, this isn't too difficult here on this difficulty. Little play action pass here. How do I run? Yeah, let's try some of this here with Reddick. Oh, my. Can you motion in here? Is that a thing? Oh, I did it. Don't know how, but I eventually did. That's overthrown, man. Yeah, we have to get his accuracy up. Please don't do that. Here is McNair. We're going to run it left here. Wow, that didn't work. I have a 4th down. See, I always thought these street games were better if you had like 1st and 20 instead of 1st and 10. NFL Tour. I know that game pretty well. And I think it's way more fun when you have to get 20 yards for a first down. I'm going for 6 here. Oh, come on. So a turnover on downs. We might as well just restart then if we don't score on the first drive. I just want the ball back again anyway. And Sully got it again. There we go. Little flea flicker. That's looking good. Why didn't I throw it to Sully? He was open. Oh, come on, Waddle. Oh, Waddle's going deep again. Can we get him this time? Man, Sully almost had it. That's the kind of play you expect from him, though. If you watched any of the Kalispell dynasty with him in there, or any of the Broncos with him on our team. Sully is just open every play. So Reddick accuracy for passing is just 1 rating. That's one thing to work on. The other thing is probably Waddle catching. I need to be able to throw it to somebody who isn't open and hope they might actually make the catch anyway. This isn't the most exciting play in the playbook here. Oh boy. Reddick sacked. I'm struggling to score here on this difficulty, but I think we'll get the touchdown here. It's Reddick to Sully. Now I have to get to 14. The thing is, though, is I need to get 1 out of 2 two-point conversions. You don't see any uprights. You can't kick in here. We're throwing the comeback. He got it. Sully. I can't believe that. So now I just have to score 1 more touchdown. And we're actually playing defense for the very first time here, up against the Arizona Cardinals, and that is incomplete. Brightful on the coverage. I really just like playing man coverage here and playing over the top with a safety, making sure everybody has at least 1 defender on them. Flip it back. Emmitt Smith. Not much there. Allen Johnson. Why is he playing off the line here? I have no idea how to rush the passer, but it's Emmitt Smith outside. It is too easy right now. Waddle can't bring him down, and he lost the ball. He tried to pitch it. I mean, I would have tried the same thing probably. This is called option pass. I just want to see what on earth am I doing. Well, I think I just want to run here if you don't mind. Waddle going out of bounds. I want to roll outside. I want to throw it on the move. Let's go. Can you go up the wall in this game? That was like the big thing in NFL Tour. I actually like NFL Tour, even though it's like not as good as Street. Didn't have a lot of good ideas. I have a soft spot for that game. Deep to the end zone. Wow. What do you mean first down? Where are you putting the ball? At the 1, Sully's incredible. How'd he do that? I can't go to replay from here. There's no way he was in bounds. Well, there's 14. All right, we have gained 400 points already in these challenges. I want to go Matt Reddick. I want to take his passing to the next level. At least just 1, see what that does. We haven't gotten Waddle involved very much, so let's boost that catching a little bit here. And his agility is probably too low as well. Eventually, it's going to get more difficult as well, and I want a little more pass rushing. And it turns out right now we do have Matthew McNair playing the edge. So D moves is what we need to increase. I just want to get that somewhat respectable. And Matt Reddick is also going to be doing some pass rushing. So we will do that with 390 of our points. What's next? So as we go up in difficulty here, we're going to get more points for these wins. We can go to 220, 480, be ahead of the Seahawks after 20 plays. So this one increases the difficulty by a couple of points. On your first drive, pass for a touchdown against the Cardinals? Yeah, I can do that. Let's do that instead. All I gotta do is throw a touchdown. Can't be that difficult. Now we have increased the difficulty a bit. Waddle, no. I want to run the ball here because that might show me just how much more difficult this is going to be. Oh. I mean, everything else was like trying to run outside the tackles against the Minnesota Vikings. Things got a little more difficult now. Matthew McNair, wide open. I'm also thinking that the blocking is going to be an issue here once we start to increase this difficulty. Wow, how'd you get sacked off that? Sully running the double move as we're under pressure. We'll get it to Waddle. And he lost the ball. How'd he get it back? All right, we got to get Waddle a touchdown here. It's his time. And he's open, closing the gap, and again, just can't make it in traffic. Waddle is playing fullback now. And we're going to run this. Wow, he just warped. And McNair got maybe 4. Oh, I wasn't ready for the snap here. I was trying to audible. I don't even know what I'm doing here. We got a chance though, and we can't connect. 4th down. Gotta have it, and they don't cover Sully. He will score again. That's 480 dev points just for a touchdown. I want to go probably one more on the passing for Reddick. I want to take Hudson Lumen's blocking and increase this. He might just be one of our long-term linemen. And I think as the game gets more difficult, we're going to need more speed from Matthew McNair, and we'll spend the rest of the points right there. Oh wow, some of these challenges later on actually give you cosmetics that increase your player's abilities, and in a game like this, it does make more sense. Now, is there a way to gain more tokens? I really don't know, because I've been losing tokens this entire time as I buy challenges. I don't know if I beat a division's ladder if I get more. Like, you have to, otherwise, if you do one of these challenges, then you can only really do one thing in that entire deal. The ladder, I think this is just regular teams. I think I might be ready for one of these. Give me the Rams. Their offense wasn't great in this era. We just have to stop Steven Jackson, right? So now we're playing more of a full game, and this is a play to 36. That's a lot of points. So let me know what you think of this video down below. This will probably be the last thing I do in this first episode. Hopefully it's not getting destroyed by the Rams, but it will help me see where we are as a team. Well, we're on 3rd down here on the opening drive, and can I float it to McNair? We're horrible. All right, 4th down. Gotta have this one, so we throw it to Sully. Of course it worked. He ran through the safety. And I forgot the turbo button, so he didn't score. We're running outside with Matthew McNair. He's running through them, and they all catch up. Now, no matter what happens here, I'm not restarting this game. I want to play it through and show you what a full game of Street is like. And we haven't even gotten to game breakers or like, why is there that score? That's basically your style points. And that is a big focus of this game, as we will throw it to Sully for a touchdown. But when you fill that meter, you basically unlock an ability that's going to give you, I forget what they all do, but basically it's just going to make your players really good or do some sort of power-up thing. Like, I can't even describe it for some reason. But hey, we got 6 on the board. It's a game to 36. So that's 6 touchdowns if you're not too good at 2-point tries. It's not Steven Jackson here. They have Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Falk. Yeah, it was like 4 years later. That's the Rams offense I wanted to face, not this one. Why'd I pick this? I wanted an offense where it was like Sam Bradford. That's a fumble. Brightful, come on. What are they trying here on 4th down? We can get a turnover on downs right here. Warner running the option with some style points as well. Nice job, Brightful, getting him out of bounds. Why are they running so much option? When do they get Georgia Tech's playbook here? This is not the greatest show on turf. We have no speed. I also think I keep holding the right trigger to do turbo, and that is not it. Even though it is in like every other game. Oh, they went for 1. I forgot there was 1-point conversions. So they earned a lot more style on their first drive. It is something I want to look at adding on. It's basically just celebrating, and so when you're not near players, you have the chance to celebrate and you move slower, but you will get closer to your game breaker. That is kind of the trade-off here. So you do some of this, you fumble the ball. I tried to lateral it, didn't work. I'm afraid of messing it up even more. We run it. And McNair. Oh! A little celebration and a juke there. That's kind of next level. Thought they were actually blitzing their cornerback there. Why'd you stop on the route? Waddle gets us a handful there. Going to the air, rolling out. I think Reddick has a first down. We are heading to the air again, getting Sully the ball. I wish it kept track of all the stats here. I'd love to know how many receiving yards we've gotten Sully in this episode. McNair outside. Oh, too easy. Got to make sure you celebrate there. I think I'm going for 2, but I'm not quite sure if it's like throws for 2, runs for 1. We got the 2, though. All right, we have to figure out how to play option defense here now on NFL Street for some reason. They get it out to Bruce, and then Williams picks it up. This just blitzes linebackers here. I don't know why Allen Johnson's in that role. Going long. Brightful can't keep up with Isaac Bruce. Oh! See, that's more greatest show on turf right there. What do you even do against that? So nose tackle is actually kind of an off-the-ball position here. It plays Allen Johnson off the line so much. Yeah, we're not slowing down Isaac Bruce.
Yeah, touchdown! How you like that?
Just trying to run it. Oh my. Spins out Brightful. There it is. That's how it happens. What do you do against that spin move, though? There's no chance. So we're all tied at 14. Oh, no. Don't be a safety. No. He was definitely at the 1. Where's forward progress? No way. One turnover like that can totally swing a game like this, where it's hard to play defense to begin with. You have to get turnovers, really. And that's also them getting their game breaker. So you'll see how this works out. They might activate it right here. All of a sudden, the sun goes behind the clouds. It might start storming at any moment, and Kurt Warner has a first down. Oh my, Bruce going the other way, and we're not gonna be able to catch him, are we? Sully did for a moment, and then he runs it in for a touchdown. I need Isaac Bruce on my team. 22-14, Rams on top. So now we have to get a defensive stop. Of course, I have a safety. Not even an interception. The safety hurts more because they got 2 scores out of it. I got to get my game breaker. And that's one thing. If you activate that on defense, it can help you maybe get a turnover. And we're at that stage now where we need the turnover. There we go. McNair. Yes. And we're going to get some style points out of it, too. All the way to about the... Is that separated by 10 yards or 5 yards? Yeah, we're definitely 10 yards from the end zone here. McNair again on the outside. Oh, what a move. So we did get some good points there. We're going to throw for it. We need the 2. Waddle brings us back within a point. So remember, it's a race to 36. So being able to cut things with like 2-point conversions is also a huge part of the strategy here. Brightful couldn't make the tackle, and I think McNair barely saved the touchdown. So I need 14 points. They need 13. So your 2-point or 1-point defense also plays a really critical role here. Kurt Warner behind the back. How do you do that? How do you do style throws? Gonna call some really aggressive stuff too here. I know it's risky, but I kind of need it. And Sully's just not gonna cover Isaac Bruce at all. If they convert this, they win with a touchdown. Simple as that. So So they're going to run it again. Yeah, right. I keep forgetting how fast this offense is. I can't believe I picked the Rams just a few years really after the peak of the greatest show on turf. All because I couldn't get my timelines in my head right. Come on. Oh boy, we lost up front pretty badly there. Gotta float it! No, it's a safety again!
It's not your ball, it's my ball.
So I'm losing this, aren't I? I need 2 stops now and 2 scores unanswered. Don't even have my game breaker yet. Kurt Warner on the dump off. We just can't contest anything. I think we also have to maybe go back through some of those development goals and get some coverage. We have to be able to tip a couple of these passes, maybe get a lucky turnover. Hudson Lumen's just got no chance here. And that is it. 38-22. So we're maybe not quite ready to take on the Rams yet. Mario Waddle is the MVP with 2 forced fumbles, 3 tackles, but 3 touchdowns for Isaac Bruce. We have to plan around stopping him, I guess. So here is our first look then, going through the challenge mode here in NFL Street, and this was a really fun first video. I'm just doing one more challenge here. I mean, some of these are so small and simple that, you know, it creates a nice little loop there, and you just want to keep going and try to make your team a little bit better. And maybe now we're good enough to take on the Rams. Although I'll probably be saving them for much later. I might have to steal a player to beat the Rams with how good that offense is. And maybe we can get to that point one day. If you want me to keep developing this team and try to win the NFL challenge here, I have definitely never made it to the end or even close. And Waddle, we can't score a touchdown here. I have to actually run it in for the goal. So I'm trying not to score. Let me get one more touchdown here with Matthew McNair. And that is going to do it. So again, leave your feedback down below. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Do you want to see more NFL Street as a fun series between episodes of the Giants franchise rebuild? Let me know, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.